Misha, pick up the phone.
Ah, and there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I have had a lot of client meetings. It's been very full on. We're doing a merger at the moment, so...
Are you aware how tough this doesn't sound?
Thanks for the sympathy.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have, people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too?
Mm-hmm.
Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, 0.
But don't, apps, help out new users with,
Misha,
likes and...
you're not helping.
They really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0, even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got, 80 likes. But, once you filter out, the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and, do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. You can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like anything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are.
Well, I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentleman by your first allotted table numbers. And good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Hi there. I'm Ryan. Can I sit? Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I work in finance.
Long hours, big paycheck.
Well, the more you put in, the more you get out.
That's why I've got my side hustles. I'm a beautician, but I'm doing an online course in international relations and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token, the digital art thing.
Bingo.
Play money, though, isn't it?
Try to send that to my bank account. Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
What are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
Ultimately, I think I want to find a partner, and I just want to settle. No, I want to settle down. I didn't mean, no, I'm not saying that, it's not nothing to do with it, I'm saying that I want to
In
settle.
my experience, guys who openly want relationships have been needy. They get over familiar too soon, want my attention all the time, get upset when I don't message. It's a whole thing.
Well, I can't speak for the guys in your past, but I don't think it's needy to know what I want. And I don't do any of those things that you said, by the way.
I hope you're a man of your word.
So, do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own it. Yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to say that. It's very difficult to get on the property ladder in London.
You earned it. You work hard in an industry that pays well.
Thank you, Randy.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to barn affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
Am I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands, meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica, see the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina. I don't know, for me it's more about experiences. You know, I'm not so much into the historical stuff.
Yeah, but and seeing new cultures as well. Like, it's amazing to go to new places and see the different people and all the places that you're in operate on a daily basis. So, have you been traveling alone?
I like doing things my way.
Do you never get bored? Or lonely, like having to go to dinner on your own all the time?
Well, I've got my phone or tablet for entertainment and talking to people, but if I want less screen time,
nice.
I always keep a deck on deck. I mean, I picked this one up ages ago. I think it's got, I don't know, an extra king in there somewhere.
An extra king? That might come in handy.
Depends on the game. Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug. So, what do you think?
For me, it does.
Why should anyone's past have any relevance to the present?
Because sex is a big deal. I think I would find it difficult to be intimate with someone if I knew that many other people had shared that same intimacy with them.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So, how did my questions make you feel?
There's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't really feel like we felt like strangers. You?
The answer isn't part of the survey, sadly.
Okay. I see how this is going. Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. Your date is awaiting.
Oh,
Wait, are you disappointed?
only because I had more questions. Would you like my social media handle?
Yeah. Or I can give you mine.
I never message first. At the Brandy Babe Girl.
Brandy, baby girl.
See you later, Ryan.
Goodbye, Brandy. Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but, I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it, because, like...
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No fence sitting, one or the other.
Work it's just a necessity. I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5er?
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead. I'm actually really content right now, so I'd be very happy if nothing changed over the coming years.
Really? What a waste. You don't think there's more you can experience and achieve in the next 5 years? The world's your oyster.
Well, experiences are still going to happen. I'm not suggesting that I'm going to be locked into a padded cell. But think, how many millions of people are out there who don't get a life even close to what I have now?
I guess so.
Sorry if that's a shit answer. Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff? I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nosselhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
You know, we can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
People only care about the end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now, come on, I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
No problem. And I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nosselhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Tony, nice to meet ya. Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12. Don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
No, what is your football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper. I am a keeper in other ways, though.
I reckon that you are pretty skillful. So I'm gonna say that you're up front.
What, you think I want all the glory? Got a big ego.
No, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
I'm a defender. It's not all about goals and skills I have, you know. Defence is just as important.
You don't really win games with that, though, do you?
Well, you do. If you've got a shit defence, how are you going to win the game?
Yeah, if you say so.
Do you like sports yourself?
Yes, big time. Football, rugby, tennis, basketball, golf. I watch absolutely anything.
Yeah, same. If it's on the telly, I'll watch it.
Even if you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'll pick it up as I go along.
It's like watching the Olympics, isn't it? Where you become an expert in like some random event overnight.
Yeah, I became an avid curling and skateboarding fan for those 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What do you have in pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say My key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, right, lad? Tell me. If you want to, of course.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship, and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
Yeah, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Okay. Ready?
Set.
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Or I'm irresistible.
You've got more than that. Come on. Come on.
Shit. I really thought I was winning that. You're stronger than you look.
Look, I confess, I do some arm days in the gym, so...
Makes me feel a bit better. Still gutted though.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Ooh, we're in stoppage time. What? Football's the best sport for making analogies.
No.
Do you fancy another quick challenge?
Yes, but what do you want to do?
Well, there's conversation starters and riddles, apparently.
Convenient.
Okay. A man looks at a painting and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." Who's in the painting, the man or his son?
Brothers and sisters, I have none. That man's father is my father's son, so he's looking at the man's son.
No, it's the man himself, isn't it?
I don't think so, but how do we find the answer? Oh, is it? It's folded in. Okay. More thought's gone into this event than I gave it credit for.
Ready?
Hey!
The man's son. Bore off.
Listen, look, when you're good, you're good.
Yeah, fair play. You may have slightly more brains than me.
Yes, but you have slightly better feet than me, so we'll call it even.
Take it.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
We crammed a lot into that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was great to meet you, Tony.
Yeah.
Is that short for Antonia?
Spot on, but everyone calls me Tony. Do you want to keep in touch?
Yeah. What's your handle?
At TN7. Tony Newton and my shirt number 7.
That is some main character shit right there.
Get your bit.
I will not. Have a good night, Tony.
Sorry, just fixing my eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
You don't look like a Ryan.
No. Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
It looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, we make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
Is it just you in the business, or...?
Yeah, don't need anyone else.
So how do you keep up with the demand?
There's a long wait list, but I engage with my customers a lot on social media, so they're understanding.
So if the supply is low, you must be retailing for a fairly high price?
No, I pride myself in affordability and sustainability.
Is that enough to do full-time? No, sorry, no, I'm not asking how much you earn. I just find the business model very interesting.
I get by.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right, then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You definitely give me water sign vibes. You seem quite sentimental and sensitive.
What gives you that impression?
The fact that you were just triggered by the word sensitive.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology, then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then my rising sign is a Sagittarius.
No, it's really awesome. I'm really mindful of the time. So I'd like to get to know each other a bit more instead of astrology.
Okay.
Oh, here's one for you to work out. What do I do for a living?
I'm not claiming to be a psychic.
I know, but just keep it general. Like, what industry do I work in?
I'm so sorry to do this, but you gleam with finance bro vibes.
Well, I understand the preconceptions, but I will do my best to own them. But you are right, I work in finance. I'm very proud of that.
So you should be.
Yeah.
You're still a wanker.
Understood.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So, I was wondering...
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just...
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
So, Azalea, I have noticed you have a couple of tattoos.
I do. Want to know about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
The pentagram, is that a satanic symbol?
I mean, I've dabbled in Satanism, but its wider interpretation is quite genteel. It's about shunning the rigid restrictions of society.
Mm-hmm. And it's not about sacrificing babies.
You're safe. And the tattoo. I just, like the shape. It's all about those clean lines and sharp edges.
That's your lot, ladies and gents. Time's up. Let's be moving on.
Saved by the bell. Have a good one.
Yeah, yeah, you too.
Good evening. I'm Derek, evening host.
Hello, Derek. Am I in trouble?
No. But unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this table, she had to leave early. I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how many more I had left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, no, I've met some great people, but I think it's just too early to tell.
Speed dating is just to pique curiosity rather than find love.
It's just like a little teaser, isn't it? You just kind of get to know them, and just as you're getting there...
It's like tapas, I like to say.
Well, a little bit of everything.
Love tapas, yeah. Some olives.
I do have to call you out, though, because there's some times when the date's going well, and then just then I hear you screaming out. Give me like an extra 30 seconds. I need to be able to give you a signal or something. How long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital, I presume?
Mm-hmm, correct. For me, finding love is the most formative journey of our lives, and I just wanted to help people continue that journey, despite the circumstances. Having said that, there is no real substitute for meeting someone special in person.
So from these, have you ever had any marriages develop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a couple. Even a couple of babies named after me. Yeah. Need to put it in my bio. Pregnancy facilitator, Derek.
You really don't, because that sounds like something that would be on a T-shirt on a lad's holiday.
The stag do T-shirts. You're right. Okay.
I actually think I've seen them before.
They sell like hotcakes, though, right? So how did you hear about us?
I was duped into coming here this evening. I thought I was going out for a drink with my best mate, Misha, and here I am. She's actually somewhere here. She's on a date somewhere, I don't know, but...
Well, I love a strong male-female friendship. Do you prefer the company of women or men?
Come again?
Oh, sorry, I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily?
I have always found it easier to fit in with women. I think I'm just more comfortable sharing my thoughts and experiences with them. It's not that I'm uncomfortable talking to men.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, we're chatting freely, aren't we?
Yeah?
I hope so. You are halfway, guys. Halfway. God. Don't tell anyone I forgot.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks.
So tell me, what is the best way to approach all of this?
Well, aside from being yourself.
Well, let me rephrase that. Do you have any less crap advice?
No, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, there's so many different types of personalities in here. One person's poison might be another person's paradise.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Okay, I'll pose you this. Are you looking for someone more lively or laid back? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself. Now, both are brilliant, but markedly different.
I definitely want someone who is dynamic and a lively personality to just spice up my life.
Ooh. Not to dominate, though.
No, because that can just be a whole different thing. It can get toxic. Although, there's no harm in me being put in my place from time to time.
No? Crack of the whip.
I never said I was into that. I was wondering, has hosting these made you an expert in romance?
What, like some kind of love guru? No. No.
No, come on. You must have more insight than the average guy. Okay, wait. Okay. Has it ever helped in your personal life?
Sadly, no. No, it's still very single. Why, did you have someone in mind for me?
Yeah. Misha. She would love to meet you. She's here. I can introduce you.
I'm sure Misha's fab, but I won't be interested.
It's a bit mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's a her.
Yeah, sorry. No, I shouldn't have assumed. That was silly of me.
You're fine. Totally fine.
So what other events do you host?
So a lot for the queer community. So we do a lot of, obviously, speed dating. We do traffic light parties, lock and key parties, all sorts, really. Okay, it is your final minute, guys. Final minute. Need to stop forgetting. Sorry, what were we?
We were talking about your queer events.
Yes. Yeah, you should come sometime.
Sorry, are you assuming that I'm still gonna be single after this?
I don't know, maybe see it as a safety net.
I appreciate the invite, Derek. It is just really not my thing.
Understood. It's all good. So maybe see you at another one of these then.
I mean, hopefully not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Because I wanted to work out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I should be doing my job, right? Yeah. Anyway. Where are we at? Okay. That, unfortunately, ladies and gents, is the end of tonight's event. Everyone get home safely. I've been Derek, and thanks for coming.
What can I say? Thank you again, Derek. Thank you for keeping me company, because I would have been sat here like a melon otherwise.
No, you're welcome. I hope you had fun. And yeah, I guess I'll see you around.
So what about you? Tell me about your speed dating.
Well, there was Azalea. Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet?
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting, because it wasn't like any of the other dates I went on.
Was there chemistry over kombucha?
No. I'm just really not her type, I don't think. If you actually saw the two of us side by side, you'd understand.
You don't like kombucha anyway.
Fizzy nonsense. Aha, now let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player.
Wow.
Professional.
Wow.
She was just quite laid back, sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get, you know?
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah, I'd love to see her again.
Aww.
There was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
Yeah, there was. I liked her. She'd make you raise your game, you know?
And your game needs to be raised.
Well, so you keep telling me.
Yeah.
There was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed. And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah?
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about the girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek!
Yeah,
God,
he's just...
love that!
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very suave.
Is there chemistry with Derek?
Chemistry... No. It was just... He was a sound fella, and it was good of him to talk to me. Otherwise, I wasn't just been sitting there. Yeah, no, but he was a good dude.
Oh. So, what's the next move?
I don't really know. I kind of have a few options, so...
Mr. Popular.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? I guess I just need to think about it a little bit and see where I go from there. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Peace.
So I'm working late tonight, but if you give me your number, I've got the next 2 days off. So.
Okay.
Yeah?
Cool. Sure. So it's 0797 567 660.
Got it. All right, cool. Hit you up.
Cool.
Cheers.
Hey, you right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Were you ordering drinks from him?
No, I was waiting for you. I wouldn't order for someone before they arrived.
So he was asking for your number?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't stand much of a chance, does he? Have you seen me?
You're right. Yeah, but because he isn't my type. Not because you are. That wasn't my real number anyway. So, how's your week been?
A bit of work now, a bit of dating. Would you like a drink?
I will. I'll just have a tonic water.
Okay. Hello? Could we get a tonic water, please, and a beer? Thank you.
Well, my week has been standard as yours. Regular hours at the salon, after hours studying, and when I can, checking the crypto markets. So this is my self-care time.
Oh, God, I hope not to disappoint.
Oh, you won't. Because I am having fun tonight. Whether you like it or not.
I like your style. What is a good two-player game?
Something simple, like higher or lower, so we can still chat. I mean, we could make it more interesting, I guess.
What, like strip, higher or lower?
Points. One for each correct guess. First person to get 3 ahead wins.
Why am I noticing that you have made all of the rules since our speed date?
Get used to it. I'm a fair person, though, so I will give you a secret about myself for every correct guess.
Fair?
You go first. Is the next card higher or lower?
7 is a tricky one, because there's a pretty even amount of cards higher and lower. Higher. You just love to see it. Secret, please.
All right, first secret. My love language is acts of service, and my favorite act is breakfast in bed.
Noted. But now you have an ace, the highest value card.
Which means the next card is lower by default. I guess lower.
My guess took more skill than that.
So?
So what, 4 is pretty low.
Not the lowest, though.
I am gonna say lower.
Odds are against you. All right. I've always had a thing for teachers. Ever since school, I always had a crush on them. Even now, I think my international relations tutor is cute.
Interesting. And now you have got the lowest value number.
Which means the next card is higher by default. I guess higher.
Honestly, this is just unfair.
You saw me shuffling. It's all about how the cards fall.
This is a game more about luck than skill, isn't it?
There's tactical risk too. I mean, are you a lucky person?
Well, I would say luck comes in many forms.
It does, but generally, do you land on your feet a lot?
I am a young man living in London with a roof over my head. I would say all of that is pretty good fortune.
But what about specifics? What you've gotten versus what you wanted?
That's actually a pretty good way to calculate luck. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things that I wish I'd gotten, you know, a job or, I don't know, like trivial things, presents. What about you? Do you have any first world problems that you wish you had a little bit more luck with?
Plenty, but they don't bother me. They're stupid. Your guess?
What do we have? The last card was a 9.
Odds favor lower, but you've still got 10 and the other honor cards, which are higher.
Higher. I will
have that lead. Thank you very much. I'm going to take it right now. Can I have it? Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to put that in my pocket.
Okay. I once threw my ex's games console out the window when I found out he was messaging other girls. But that was a very inspiring move by you. So I shall follow. Higher. A queen or a queen?
All right. I can't get the lead back. Okay, a queen. I mean, it doesn't get much higher than that. Lower. Ooh, I will take that lead back.
I never kiss on the first date. Lower.
Shit. Have you got them all right?
I'm flawless, what can I say?
You are enjoying that too much. These instincts of yours must be pretty handy in the crypto market.
They are, but I don't take risks. I respect money too much. I haven't always had it.
Do you prefer to spend it on lifestyle things?
And investments, I do love spending, but nurturing it is cool too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what my attitude is. I think balance is fairly important in this department.
But if you had to choose one side or the other, are you a spender or a saver?
Well, you only live once, so while I've no responsibilities, I definitely want to enjoy what I earn.
That's fair enough. I mean, you must earn a really good salary, so you have the security to enjoy it.
Within reason. I mean, anyone can lose money, you know?
Let's finish the game.
So this one should be easy. Higher. Please, 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 please be higher. Woo! Yes! On top!
I'm wearing my favorite red lace bodysuit under this. That's your reward for keeping up with me. Lower.
Obviously. Oh, okay, wait, no, if you really back yourself, how about we make this interesting?
We aren't stripping, Ryan.
No, Brandy, get your mind out of the gutter. No. Winner takes all.
Fine. I'm confident. You call it.
Higher. Okay, come on. Come on, give me my crown. Crown. Put it on.
You!
Well, thank you for a great game. It was really something. You put in a great effort.
I don't lose. It pisses me off.
Okay, look, come on. It is character building. That was a joke.
Fine, you won fair and square, and you probably want a prize too.
No. Beating you is more than enough.
Stop, or I'm leaving. Pick something.
Well, if you had won. I mean, if you had won. You didn't, but if you had, I would have offered you a congratulatory kiss.
Oh, would you? In your dreams.
Hey.
That was a really fun night.
Yeah, it was. I'll give you most of the credit. It did all start with your game.
I know it did. This is where you tell me you also had a great night?
Yeah, I thought that was implied.
I'm not a mind reader.
You live just up the road, right?
I do. You can walk me to my door.
Ryan,
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, that couple over there. Yeah, don't look. They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
Well, if someone doesn't want to be in the relationship, I don't think there's any point trying to make them stay. I think you have to respect their decision. And I think you need to respect yourself enough to walk away.
That takes a lot of maturity, especially through something that can feel humiliating. Unless you weren't that invested in the first place and she did you a favor.
No comment.
So, I saw that you found me on social media.
Yes. I hope you don't mind the likes.
Not at all. I'm awful at it, so I appreciate the support.
No, you're not. You have some great, cool, natural images on there. I really like seeing a person's social media because I think it's a great little insight into them.
Yeah, but they can also create false representations of themselves.
Yes, they can, but even that is an interesting insight in itself.
Very true. Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking, emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No, except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company?
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
I mean, I can socialize when I need to.
As we can see.
Yes. Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner?
No, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
Not to sound cold-hearted or anything, but no, I would only cry if I am actually directly affected by something.
That's fine. We're all programmed differently. Excuse me, just popping to the loo. Hello.
Hello, hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. Wait, so what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet, I will have a schedule, I will have everything.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
Oh, I think I'm definitely passive. I just like to sit back, watch the movie unfold, and I just don't overthink it.
I'm the same. I have enough to experience in my own life without transposing myself into others. Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then. I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, I mean, you just end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and pragmatic. You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by ticking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
So yours was particularly about like the pop culture influence on behavioral
Modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying, isn't
Far
it?
off it.
Yeah.
So who's gonna get the third date?
No commentary, please.
He's scrolling.
Scrolling back. Oh, okay. Hello, Brandy. How are you? I'm very good. Great to talk to you again. I had a blast the other night, and I was wondering if you would be free sometime this week, maybe the weekend, to meet up again. Yeah? Okay, I will. I will talk to you then. Okay, bye, Brandy.
Okay, bye, Brandy.
She's cool.
She's cool.
I was
So you being cool?
I was trying to be
cool. You're so not cool. But you've got another date.
I did get another date. No, it's okay. You're stronger than you know.
Very private.
Well, I had to get the mood right.
What kind of food do they do here?
They do all sorts, really. It is very eclectic, as I'm sure you will see.
They do a cheese fondue. Yeah, we have to get that.
Yeah, yeah, if you want.
Yeah, please.
I would have never thought to order fondue.
Well, I'm extra like that. I still remember the first time I had fondue. In a Swiss skiing chalet overlooking a mountain range.
That sounds like something out of a movie.
Well, life's all about those moments. Do you have dream things that you want?
Yeah. I think everyone does. Like, even less materialistic people. Oh, let's share things of our dream lives.
Sounds fun.
Okay, let's start with the dream car. You go.
I don't know much, but sports cars are always sexy. You know, fresh interior, leather seats with a bright trim, you know? What about you?
You even know it down to the trim, eh?
Oh, yeah, I have goals, Ryan. You know this.
I want a sports car too, but it has to be fast. And I want it to have the butterfly wing doors. We could race each other.
I'm not so much about speed. It's more aesthetic for me.
That is just because you're afraid to lose.
Don't start, because I'll get competitive.
Look, you know I'd win.
You're so annoying.
You do know I'd win.
No, I win. I always win.
I do believe that.
Yeah, as you should. All right, next question. What would be your dream home? Architecture-wise and where? That's important, because you don't want a shit view.
A penthouse right up in the sky of a major city with glass everywhere. So during the day you can look out and you can see the buzz. And then at nighttime you can see the lights.
And the fireworks on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it would be a perfect place for a midnight kiss.
I'm sure you'd have countless women wanting to get that invite.
Including you?
Well, you know I like top floor apartments.
All right, let's dive a little bit deeper. What is your dream partner like? For the game, not for any other reason.
I want a man who looks after himself and dresses well, but mainly someone who's ambitious and driven, who respects my hustle but has their own.
Power couple?
But the success isn't as important as the mindset. You know, we've just always got to be pushing for more together. What about you? And don't steal my answer. Or do, if you think you can live up to it.
Okay. I want someone who is really successful in their field because I think it would help inspire me to better myself.
Would you want to be in awe of someone, though?
No, hopefully it would be more of a team dynamic.
So you'd be happy with a woman who earns more money than you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was implied in my answer, wasn't it?
Success usually equals money.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're beyond the whole male breadwinner thing.
You're right. High-value women are becoming more visible, but I don't know. I'd always want to be with a man even more successful than me.
I see.
Maybe it's just me, but I'd love to be with someone who I aspire to match, but never quite do. I think it's sexy. Next question.
Okay, let's pivot. What is your dream personal project?
If money didn't matter anymore, I'd get into politics. You?
Ooh, that is a tough one. Like, the possibilities are endless.
This will tell me a lot about you, actually.
I would go big with it. I'd want to own my own sports team. I would be involved at every level of it. I'd want to go to every game. I'd be there to strategize for success. The manager who we brought in, everything.
Wow, yeah, that's ambitious. You'd be responsible for the happiness of millions of fans. That's a lot of pressure.
Diamonds are made under pressure, Brandy. Now, look, listen. You could also come up to the VIP box whenever you wanted to. Not a sports fan, I take it.
Sorry, what?
You just, like, fully zoned out on me there.
I'm sorry if I've come across as materialistic, Ryan. See, I've come from worse than nothing. I arrived in the UK legally, in a lorry, as an asylum seeker. I was 7, all alone, and couldn't speak any English. It made things like school and social care really difficult, but eventually I taught myself. I hope this doesn't sound like a sob story.
No, not at all. Do you remember much of your old life?
Well, my home country suffered lots of civil violence and the economy was awful. Me and my mum lived off 3 loaves of bread a week, 2 normal ones and 1 sweet one. She saved all her money for a lorry trip across the channel, but it was only enough for 1 person, so she sent me.
You didn't have phones or anything? You couldn't contact her?
No. I haven't heard from her since. I don't even know if she's alive. But I'm visiting the region next month to try and find her. I want to make the most of my opportunity in this country because I'm one of the lucky ones.
Is Brandy short for something?
Bishma. It means beautiful.
Well, here is to you. Bishma.
Thank you, Ryan. You know, I like hot weather, I like tanning.
Can I eat for lunch?
I could be reading my magazine on the beach.
What are you reading?
Keeping up with what's going on in the world. You know, I want to be
Even on a holiday? So what do you have planned for the coming days?
work, and work.
The grind just does not stop with you, does it?
I don't think it's a bad thing to prioritize your work life if it makes you happy. What are you prioritizing at the moment? Work or socializing or something else?
Well, you have kind of shamed me into prioritizing my work.
No, I would never intentionally shame anyone.
Okay, you have inspired me to become more career-focused.
That's more like it. And remember, the right person will always fit around your work, not obstruct it.
That is a very good point. I've never actually thought of that before.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ryan. I've never really felt genuine connections with people in my life. This feels different. But the fact that I've never been here before means I can't promise that I'll be good at it.
But do you want to try, though?
Yeah. But you have to be sure you want to continue this with me. I don't deserve half effort.
No, you don't. And you will get 100% from me, Brandy.
You too. How about a strawberry for the road?
Yeah, do you want one? Oh, yeah,
You know, the view from my flat is really beautiful. You wanna come take a look?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do.
Bring the strawberries too.